When it comes to the zombie apocalypse happening in real life, it's important to remember that it is fictional. A zombie virus that infects humans hasn't been developed yet. However, if it were developed, and it can be given our technology, the apocalypse will probably happen in 10 stages. Knowing these stages and how to plan for them are key to your survival. Stage 1. The outbreak. A sudden outbreak or epidemic occurs, turning people into zombies. The exact cause is unknown. It could be that the man-made version of a zombie virus escaped from a lab. One of the 6 naturally occurring zombie viruses in nature may have mutated to be able to infect humans. Either way, it doesn't matter yet. All that matters is that it has happened. Stage 2. Transmission. Transmission will be one of 2 types or both. If the virus escaped from a lab, then it will be airborne. However, if you're bitten or have direct contact with the zombie's body fluids, you can be infected that way as well. Either way, once infected, a person gradually succumbs to the virus and becomes a zombie and joins the ranks of the living dead. During this stage, those who die for whatever reasons will also become zombies. In the United States, 7,974 people die every day. Given the amount of people each zombie can infect, in just 2 days up to 30,000 people could become zombies. Stage 3. Loss of civilization. Within hours of the first zombie appearing in a hospital, CDC, WHO, and all other high-level officials will be aware of the outbreak. At this point, the president will be whisked away to a secure bunker for his protection. The same will be done for Congress and the Senate. Efforts will be made to keep the news away from the public as not to cause panic. Plans will be drawn up by local authorities, and the military might even rely on Complan 8888. This is the military's defense plan for a zombie apocalypse. However, it was designed as a training exercise. As for us civilians, we will be told about a new virus, and mandatory lockdowns will be put in place as they were during COVID-19. During this time, governments, law enforcement, and essential services will probably struggle to maintain control and provide support to the population, because not one government agency is ready for a long-term disaster based on what I saw during COVID-19 breakout. It is his lack of long-term planning, this lack of trust that the people now have in the government, that will lead us to the next stage, which is stage 4. Widespread panic. In this digital age of communication, information is going to get out by way of social media, rumors, and word of mouth. That information is going to be conflicting, but the result will be the same. Widespread panic. Panic and fear will grip the nation as people try to protect themselves and their loved ones from the zombie threat. This undoubtedly will lead to chaos, looting, violence, and a complete breakdown of social order. Stage 5. Survival challenges. Survivors will face many challenges, such as finding food, water, protection, medicine, while at the same time avoiding zombie hordes. Resources will become scarce, and some people will resort to extreme measures to ensure their survival. It is quite possible some people will die simply over a can of food or a gun. It is at this stage that most of humanity will die. Stage 6. Creation of factions. In the absence of government and local authority, factions will emerge with their own rules or laws, their own goals, and can range from cooperative communities to hostile and aggressive groups vying for power and dominance over the others and thus their resources. This is now the world of the zombie apocalypse. The law of survival is now supreme. People will change. Society and law and order are gone now. Your most hardened criminal could become your best friend and savior, while your best friend and neighbor can become your worst nightmare. Stage 7. Constant threat. The presence of zombies will pose an ongoing danger. The few survivors that are left will need to remain vigilant, devise strategies to fend off or evade zombies. This will not be easy. To make things worse, they will need to find an area suitable for protection that is fortified or can be fortified. Stage 8. Moral dilemmas. During a zombie apocalypse, the day-to-day struggle to survive will force individuals to make difficult ethical choices. What we believe will change because the circumstances of our lives have changed. Such decisions might involve sacrificing others for personal survival. Whether or not to kill to survive could come up. Killing zombies, regardless of whether they are adults that died or children. Children will not be immune to zombies. Such circumstances will have you grappling with your morals of right and wrong. It will be up to each person to decide for themselves the value of human life and what they are willing to live with. Stage 9. Search for a cure. In many zombie movies and television shows, survivors search for a way to stop the zombification process. This quest may become a central focal for some. For others, it may be a luxury they simply cannot afford to waste manpower and time on. Simply surviving may take up all their time. Stage 10. Hope for humanity. Despite the bleak circumstances, stories often emphasize the resilience of human spirit and the possibility of finding hope, even in the most desperate situations. Hope brings out the greatness in people and the will to live. All of these 10 stages will happen during a zombie apocalypse, and they will happen fast. According to a team of students in the Department of Physics and Astronomy at the University of Leicester, by day 100, the population of Earth would drop from 7.5 billion to 200 million worldwide. By day 1000, there were approximately 67 million people left worldwide. That's roughly 88 survivors for every 10,000 people. Again, that's worldwide. By this model, you have a 0.0088% chance of survival. The bad news is, this model does not take into account the top 5 ways to die in the zombie apocalypse video that I did, so your chances are actually much lower. Again, it's important to reiterate that a real-life zombie apocalypse is highly unlikely. While it's possible to make a zombie virus at this point, no one is working on such a virus. So instead, we learn what to do to protect ourselves and hope for the best. So live life, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.